Blowhole.
Welcome back. What? The fuck just happened?
Nothing.
What were you gonna say?
Nothing important. Nothing
Okay.
important.
Well, let's start this over again. Welcome back to this week's episode of the Blowhole. I am your host, Bryan, as always, joined by Dominic, or as some call him, Dinko. We had made a mention last week that we may do another jelly bean episode this week, and decided against it. Decided to wait a little while. So don't get on us. It's probably still gonna happen, but we're gonna take a couple weeks off of fucking jelly beans after the event that last week's episode was.
Oh, it'll happen.
It's gonna happen, but
It'll happen, all right.
and also it still is a thing that punishments are gonna be fucking bean boozled, but
mine
we
are
have to
here.
Figure out what punishments are. Yeah, I got
My
them.
bean boozled
They haven't.
is here.
They haven't moved. I just have avoided looking at them.
I'm gonna ruin the end of the podcast right now.
End of the podcast.
Yeah.
This podcast or that podcast?
No, this one. I'm gonna ruin the end of it. I didn't switch out my VHS.
Oh no,
so...
no, that doesn't count. No.
What?
Episode started. Episode started. You get a spin there, my guy.
That's where I was going with this. I don't have.
Okay.
I wasn't reaching. To
I thought you were
grab.
trying. I thought you were trying to get out of it.
No. I wasn't reaching to swap out. They're upstairs, so I don't have any way of doing that. But I just want to get this out of the way now rather than later. So I'll take my licks.
Took your L.
I'll take my L. I'm just gonna put it on the ground. You're just gonna have to trust me.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, it was toothpaste. No, it wasn't. Oh, great. Strawberry banana or dead fish. My least favorite one. Sweet.
I'm so sorry. Are you sure you want to do this in the beginning of the episode? I'll let you wait until the end to eat it.
Whatever. We're here. It's the right one, though. We had these situated last time, and I don't...
It's the one that's not as translucent. The translucent one is the peach
pink.
one. Is that a bad one?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That makes me...
I'm just getting it down as quick as I can.
Yeah, I would. Chase that motherfucker.
Yeah, I got a chaser too.
Yeah, get it all out of there.
Oh, God.
It's bad.
My least favorite one, too. Ugh.
I was hoping that you got a strawberry banana. I really was.
I really was, too. Trust me. I really was. Okay, so I'm absolved of my sins for not replacing my VHSs this week, so... Oh, God. Okay. Stinky.
Yeah, it's not good. The breath is the worst part.
Delicious.
I had a thought and it left me.
It's okay. You don't usually have those, so it's understandable you can't hold on to it very long.
I know.
Did you ever see, you saw the poop cruise, right?
Yeah, I remember that. I do.
I never watched it, but
I don't think I watched the documentary thing that they had on it, but actually I did see that.
I thought so. Yeah. I thought I remember you telling me you watched it. There's the new cruise that's probably going to be poop cruise too.
The one that's got all the fucking disease people on it, or they got that breakout of whatever
Yeah.
disease. Yeah.
Yeah, so Poop Cruise 2 coming soon
To a theater near you.
to a theater near you. I guess the whole reason it was Poop Cruise though is because like the toilets didn't work, right?
Yeah, like shut down, like the generators shut down. But if they can't
Yeah,
get gas, then how are it's gonna everything's gonna shut down eventually.
that's fair. Are they like stranded? Stranded? I didn't read anything about it. I just heard about it on the radio.
I don't think they're stranded. I think that just nobody's letting them go to port because there's a bunch of cases of this disease on this ship.
So they're just gonna they could like drop oil from a plane or something.
I guess they could probably fill it up without like getting on the ship. You would just send another ship over to like fill it up with fuel.
I would think so. I also did a little bit of research about the poop cruise because I was like, how bad could it have been?
They were
They,
giving passengers like red bags, red hazmat bags or whatever they
yeah,
are to shit in.
but it was like 4 days. I feel like I feel like this is the people's problem if it devolved that much in 4 days.
Well, think about how many people are on the cruise. You know what I mean? And people aren't
Just
listening and they're using the toilets anyways, so then it's overflowing. That's a people
well,
problem, yes,
that's what
but
I'm saying. Like I feel like if everybody just, chilled the fuck out and just, shit in a bag and tossed it overboard, we wouldn't have this problem.
well, you weren't supposed to toss it overboard. You were supposed to put it in the
I'm
hallway or
tossing that
something.
shit. I'm
Well,
tossing
and
that
that's
shit.
that's kind of my thing. Like the second they're like the toilets don't work, guys, stop using them. I'm sorry, but my balcony, I'm hanging my ass
Yeah.
off it and I'm shitting off the
Right.
balcony. Like that's
That's
just
exactly what I said. That's exactly what I said. I was like, I'm just gonna shit off the fucking the deck. Like, who's gonna stop me? They're not gonna stop me.
I'm sorry for any if the wind blows and for anybody down below who gets it blown onto their shit. Like I'm sorry, but we're already in. I don't know what's worse, overflowing toilets or you getting a couple of turds on your deck.
Yeah,
Like, and I mean, you have to be strategic about it. You got to look up and make sure that nobody else is shitting above you. You got to look down and make sure that nobody's going below you. You got to have courtesy, but and it's going to be a two-person thing cuz I'm sorry I'm not hanging my ass off of that railing without holding on to
yeah.
somebody's
Someone's
hands
gotta
in
hold
front
my
of me.
hands. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So,
I'm gonna look you in the
um
eye while I take a dump off this cruise.
we can I mean I've thought at this point in this conversation I've thought about this way too much where like you could put a chair up there so that you could have your legs planted but you just still need the hands to make sure. I mean it doesn't even have to be a two-person thing. If we're going to be stuck here for 4 days we're going to tie some sheets to the door and measure it
Yeah,
out and then there's going to be a handle like but we're
yeah,
shitting off the deck is the main point.
yeah. a hundred
We're not
percent.
playing this shit in bags kind of thing.
No, I feel like it was a easily avoidable thing that people just were stupid and didn't
But I
avoid.
feel like a lot of people are like, I will never. I would rather the toilet overflow and have to look at my feces every time I go to use the bathroom than shit off the deck because they don't want
That's
to
insane.
see. Yeah, I
That's
don't know.
insane. Approximately 4,000 people on the boat. 4,000 poops off deck. Couldn't be that hard. Also,
Yeah,
I
I
feel like
guarantee it. I
like
guarantee that amount of poop goes into the ocean daily, at
I'm
least.
I'm a I'm a daily shitter. I shit every day. Some people don't, and I feel like even as a daily shitter, I could hold it for at least like 2 days. So I'd only have to shit like once during that whole thing.
Yeah, I could probably get away with maybe twice. Like it
Maybe
depending on
twice.
when we were getting off, like really having to get it done once we got off the boat that day, but either once
Right.
or twice.
Yeah, I don't think it could have been that bad.
And then a pee, man, like I'm
Oh
just
yeah.
it's off deck even if the toilets work.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, right, right. If I'm stranded and like there, rules are kind of to the wind, so is my piss. My
yeah.
piss is also to the wind.
Did you I feel like one of the infinite part like words of wisdom that I got as a kid was don't piss into the wind. And I feel like that was because we spent a lot of time in the woods, and you were kind of like, it was a common thing to just piss in the woods. Did you get that wisdom as a kid also? Don't
I
piss
did.
into the wind?
I did. And when I was drunk one time, I forgot that wisdom.
When you forget it, immediately it hits you with the person who
Yep.
told you never to piss into the wind telling you, and you realize that you fucked up.
Yep. Yep. And you usually correct course very quickly, but
Yeah.
still for that first second, yeah, for that first second, you're like, oh no, fuck, I'm pissing on my shoes. Yeah.
uh,
And it's not a rule that you have to worry about every time you piss outside. You just have to remember it on the windy days.
yeah, yeah, it doesn't hurt to check the wind or make a cognizant, like, ma- check, just like in your mind, check the wind before
Yeah.
you take a piss. Like, just it's step one before you unzip your pants.
Yeah.
Back to wind. You just got to
Eight,
remember, back to wind.
18 beers later, though, I forgot and pissed on my shoes.
That will happen.
Yeah. Yeah. There's one time, speaking of piss on shoes, that I got way too drunk, blackout drunk. And I was at a party, and the door to go take a piss was like it was in a garage. We're all partying in the garage, and the door to take a piss was very obvious in the middle of the room. Just walk out the door and go outside and take a piss. Well, directly next to that door was where everyone had taken their shoes off. And in my blackout drunk state, I decided that the door was going to be too much of a problem. So I'm not going through the door. That's too much of an issue. So I go up to the door and just put my hand on it and proceed to take a piss in everyone's shoes.
I would have been so mad.
I don't know
I
how
would
I
have
did
been
not.
so mad.
I do not know how I did not wake up with my ass kicked, but somehow I
With
did
my
not.
ass thoroughly beaten.
Yes, yeah, I would have expected that had I known. I mean, I didn't find out till the next day, obviously, but yeah, when I found that out, I was surprised that I had not been beaten.
Have I don't think I've talked about the kayak trip story on here. Have I told that story before?
Doesn't sound familiar to me, so I don't think so.
Okay. So we used to go on this kayak trip every year, and it was just a day where a bunch of my cousins and a bunch of people would get together, and we would go kayaking for this long strip of river, and we'd have a vehicle here to drop us off, and then we'd have a vehicle set up over here to pick us up. And you would just you drink, we'd stop on a sandbank on the way down, we'd make lunch, we'd hang out and do all this shit. It was a blast. It was a lot of fun.
Classic
Well,
tubing experience. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, just yeah, tubing just with kayaks. And so we're going, the first time we take this trip, or the first time I took this trip, my cousin picks me up in the morning. We get there, we're loading up and doing all that stuff. And we get to the river and we start going. And I start pounding fucking drinks, dude. Like, just pounding them. I had
Naturally.
bought myself a case of Twisted Tea. We had cases of Bush Light. My cousin had a case of Twisted Tea. Well, by the time we get to the exit part of it, I am hammered. I have almost sank my kayak. I've almost sank my cousin's kayak. It's just, it turned into a shit show. We go to get out, and in the area that you get out, the water at that time was running quicker. Not like really, you could walk in it, but you could feel the resistance of the water against you while you were trying to go against it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I go to get out of this kayak, and I slip and fall and eat shit, and the water starts dragging me down the thing. Well, I'm in this fucking, I'm hitting, it's like all rocks, and I'm like hitting my shoulders on rocks and shit, and I'm like, I'm drowning, I'm drowning, and my cousin's like, dude, it's 2 foot deep, stand up, stand the fuck up. And so finally I stand up, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm good. And my fucking shoulders are all tore up because I'm bouncing off rocks as I'm going through the fucking thing. Well, so
That's awesome.
we we get uh onto shore, and we're pulling the fucking kayaks up. And my cousin is also very drunk. And so his older sister, who is also on the trip, my other cousin, has a video of us trying to empty these kayaks out, empty the water out, and also load them up. And we're just like stumbling fucking everywhere. And I fall onto the kayak. And at one point I walk over to her and I was like, I done goofed. And then every year after that, they wrote on the kayak that I used, the SS done goofed. And then that's what that was. But there was so many instances on that. Like in one of those videos, I think is when you see me grab my cigarettes and they're just like soaking wet. And I look at them and I was just like, and just tossed them. I remember at one point I was trying to smoke a cigarette and it wouldn't light because it was that fucking wet. Like it was so soaking wet that it just would not light. It
Nice.
was a time. It was a fucking adventure.
That is awesome. That is a very
Mm.
good story. Uh, I don't have a drunk water story, unfortunately.
We did another kayak trip once and it was just me and my cousin and a friend of ours, and our friend had the beer, the case of Bush Light, a 30 rack on the back of his kayak. And we like went through this rapids area and you had to like go down a small waterfall, but he like got turned up and it went in and it flipped the kayak and the beer went under. And so like the kayak came up, but I couldn't see the beer. And what was happening was the waterfall kept pushing the beer down and it was trying to float up, but it was just like doing circles under the water, getting caught by the water every time.
Yeah.
So I'm like standing up on this rock trying to fucking see where the beer is under the water. And my cousin's like, "Can you see it? Can you see it?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I end up jumping in the water into where the fucking waterfall is going into to save a case of fucking beer. And I'm swimming back with this heavy ass waterlogged case of beer. I was like, "I got it. I got it."
Nice. You got to save the brews, man. You've got to.
Mm-hmm.
It's important.
Oh, funny shit. I wasn't even that drunk that time. I was just saving. We had like a full case still. It was really early into the kayak trip.
Yeah. Well, you got to save it. How else are you going to get drunk? You know?
Yeah. Fact that that'd
Right.
be a long trip without any beers.
Right. Right. You're a hunter.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is a true
You hunt
fact.
stuff. Yep. You hunt stuff. Deer. Right.
Deers, yes.
Okay. Have you seen the German deer calling championship?
I have not seen the German deer calling championship.
Okay. I'm going to send this to you.
Okay.
I just want your professional opinion on this German deer calling and know if it's a technique that you might use.
What the fuck?
so so
That
is that
doesn't sound like any deer I have ever heard in my life. I mean, I don't know what type of deer they have in Germany, but yeah, that was interesting.
yeah, yeah. So is that a strategy that you would use while calling deer?
Um, no. Now,
You wouldn't use the bob and twist?
no, my deer calls don't have that much action in them, if you
There's
know what I mean. There's not that
not
much
that much.
movement in my deer
No?
calls.
Okay. All right. Just making sure. Just making sure.
Have you
For
seen
those
the
listening, it looks like they're giving some sloppy top
just
to
throw
this
the
deer
just
call.
put the video in?
Well, I know, but there's people going to be listening,
Oh yeah, yeah.
assumedly.
It looks like yeah, and these deer calls aren't. Some of them aren't tiny. They're like got a pretty good diameter to them. They got some
Oh
girth, and these guys
yeah,
got their mouth all the way around them.
yeah. They are. They're calling them deer. They're calling them deer.
I we used to do deer drives, which is like you put people up at a certain point and then you have people walk through the woods. And we were going through this chunk of woods that we got permission to go on that I had never been to before, but like my cousin and everybody else had. And my cousin, we're getting in, and he's like, "Okay, there's a creek in here, but it's real tiny. Like you can walk over it, and if you push it right, you shouldn't have to cross the creek. Like there's no reason that you should have to cross the creek." I was like, "Okay." So we go in and we're walking, and it's a really thick. You walk like 10, 15 yards apart, and it's a real thick chunk of wood. So I like can't see the person that's 15 yards from me, but you can hear them because you're talking as you're walking through the woods, so you know where everybody's at. And I
Right.
get to this point, and I was like, "Yo, I thought you said I wasn't gonna have to cross this creek." And he's like, "No, dude, you should be able to keep going, like go around it. Like don't go a straight line, just you should be able to kind of cut around it." And I was like, "No, dude, I'm like trapped on a peninsula. I have to cross this fucking creek to get out of the woods here. Like there's no option." And he's like, "All right, just cross the creek." So I go and I put one foot on a rock that's in this creek and I wiggle it and it doesn't move, nothing happens. And I was like, "All right, cool. We got one step and then I'll be able to step onto the bank." As soon as I took my other foot off of the bank and put all my weight on this fucking rock, it was just like bloop and fell over and I splashed into the fucking creek. And my cousin, when he tells this story, he's like, "The splash was so loud, I heard it before I heard you yell fuck." And then it was just splash, fuck. And he's like, and I just instantly was like crying, laughing. So I fucking get up. I'm soaking wet, like fucking, because it wasn't like a deep creek, but it was deep enough where I got all my pants wet. My whole jacket was wet. I get up,
No.
I walk out of the creek, and everybody's waiting out there laughing, laughing. I'm just fucking soaked. I was so mad. I was like, "This is fucking stupid. I'm never coming through here again."
What time of year was it?
Like November. Yeah, the end, like right around Thanksgiving.
Ooh, so it was
Yeah, it was
cold.
cold.
It
Mm-hmm.
is cold. That would suck.
Yeah, it wasn't very much fun.
No, I would imagine not. Um, I got nothing.
You got
Nothing up in
nothing?
the old. Nothing up in the old noggin.
The old
No.
knock. Oh, I didn't ask you today. How are you doing?
Well, I, I'm doing just fine. Thanks for asking. I hope you're doing well also.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying that you hope I'm doing well.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
I if you can't tell, we're grossly unprepared for this episode this week.
Yeah, we both. Well, actually, I can't speak for both of us, but I thought it was Tuesday, and I found out about 40 minutes ago that it wasn't Tuesday, and yeah, I'm unprepared.
Oh, I got some stuff to share. I fucked up the other day. So you
That's
know how
not
I've been it's a continued thing that I've been collecting random cards for no reason.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, I went and I picked up I was at Walmart and I went through the checkout and I just got what I needed. I was getting some shampoo, some deodorant, and some like a bar of soap, and that's all I needed. And I go through the first. Okay, let's start here. First, I go. You know how when you park at like Walmart, you can choose to go into the grocery side or you can choose to go into like the home side, and that's what side you kind of like try and check out on, so you're closer to where you walk out.
Yes.
So I'm going to walk out, and I'm up at the end that I walked in at, and there's a guy at the 20 items or less counter, like he's checking out, and the lights on. And I make eye contact with this guy, like, because I realized what it is, and I was like, all right, I have less than 20 items, so I go and I'm gonna walk up to him and I'm gonna check out. And I make eye contact with him. He makes eye contact with me, like that mutual thing, like, oh, he's gonna check this guy's coming to my counter. As soon as he makes eye contact with me, he shuts his lights off, turns around, and walks as quickly as he can to the front fucking desk. I was like,
Nice.
bro, what the
That's
fuck?
awesome. That's
So
awesome.
now there's no aisles open. Like there's no checkout aisles open. So I have to go all the way to the other end where the self checkout is. So I'm walking and I go and I see another 20 or like 20 item or less checkout at the other end, and I walk and I check out and I go to leave and I see fucking NASCAR cards. I see a box of the Panini ones, and I was like, "Oh shit,
Mm-hmm.
cool." So I look at them, and it says they're only $29.99. I was like, "Oh, cool. That's a they're it's the smaller box, so that kind of makes sense." And so I grab it and I check out and I leave. And I get home and I look at the receipt. It was 54 fucking dollars.
Oh,
And I'm very confused as to why they were 54 fucking dollars when they were labeled $29.
yeah, you got scammed, buddy.
Yeah.
What I mean, what's that normal price for that little box?
Hold on, let me look up. Let me see. Okay, it says that it's was it a mega box? I don't think it was a mega box though. I guess it might have been. 49.99. So it's right. It was 50. Oh, the 2026 cards came out. Why am I buying the 2025 cards still? What the fuck?
Damn, you suck at this.
Yeah, I need to go buy the. Oh, are those diamond? No, okay. Yeah, I need to go buy the 2026 cards. I don't know why I'm buying the 2025 cards again. I did get though. I got a. Uh, these are not the cards that I was hoping to have. Yeah, no, that's a. Okay, where the fuck did it go? Yeah, these are not the cards that I was hoping to have. Where the fuck are they? Oh, these ones. Check this out. The last cards that I got a Frankie Muniz card, but I got a Frankie Muniz rookie card.
Is that cool? Is that good?
I, it's not worth anything, but I think it's kind of cool because like I grew up watching Malcolm in the Middle. Um
What does that have to
and
do with Malcolm in
so
the Middle?
Frankie Muniz is the guy who played Malcolm in Malcolm in the Middle
Why does he have a Why does he have a NASCAR card?
because he's now a NASCAR driver.
Is he really?
Mhm.
What?
Yeah.
That Why are you saying that like it's common knowledge? Well,
Cuz I feel like it's common knowledge at this point.
that's interesting. That's weird lore. Why I didn't know that at all. How
He
does he
was
end up a
also
NASCAR driver?
Frankie Muniz was also one of the last people to talk to Dale Earnhardt, other than like his spotter and another driver before he died at the Daytona 500.
Yeah, before he died.
No, he definitely died. That's not a
Before he died.
conspiracy.
No,
There's
it's
no conspiracy
conspiracy.
on that one.
It is. It was to sell NASCAR tickets.
There's a whole lot of air quotes died that you can do, but that one is not one of the ones that you can
Yeah.
air quote.
No, we have to do. Did you see his body? Did you see his body? It was all to promote his son's company.
Dom, you're starting a war with the rednecks right now, and out of all the people that we could start a war with, the rednecks are the last fucking people that we want to start a war with. I would I I would not
rednecks
go into
don't
depth.
rednecks don't use the internet. They're not gonna find this. They're
Yeah,
all they watch like
you're reaching so hard and it's not working, and you're
they
gonna dig
watch
our hole deeper.
they watch
Stop it!
they
Stop!
they only
Stop! If I could make your screen go to that fucking shit from an old TV where it's like, "Brrrr," I'd do it.
all right, fine,
Stop starting a war with the rednecks.
fine. I like rednecks. They're innovative people. you know.
How many
Rednecks does it
rednecks?
take to screw in a light bulb?
No, that's
All
not
of
what I
them.
was gonna say. Have you seen those that like Vice thing of those people who their family tree is like straight up? There's no branches.
I've heard of the documentary, but I haven't watched it.
I think it's Vice, but I could be wrong.
No, it's like ugly underbelly or something. American
Something,
underbelly.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
He's this dude has gone there like multiple times, and I went down a rabbit hole at one point and watched a couple of the chunks of this documentary on YouTube. It's wild.
It's
It
wild.
is absolutely wild. Yeah.
Well, they're just inbreds. What's so wild about it?
I just I guess if
They they fucking they sister mamas.
their Neff sister or their their Neff son,
Yeah, their nep's son
uh,
and their
sister wife, and their aunt mama.
their aunt mama. Yeah. They're just keeping it in the family. That's all.
Isn't that like history though? Like didn't wasn't that a thing like back in the ancient times to keep
I
royal
mean,
blood royal?
it wasn't that like that close of inbreeding, but yeah, there was a lot of inbreeding. It would be like it'd be like six families would all like exchange children basically. That sounds bad, but you know what I mean.
They'd
They
all
would
exchange.
betroth. They would betroth their children to one another's children, and that would go on for a while, and then eventually, yeah, it was like kind of inbreeding, which is why fuck, what's it called? There's like a very specific birth defect from like inbreeding that is named after a royal person, but I can't remember what the fucking name of it is.
Is it like having big ass teeth?
It's like it's like it's a jaw thing, I think. Something to do with jaw. Let's see what happens if I search royal birth defect name. Yeah, Habsburg jaw. Habsburg jaw. It was named after wait, inbreeding so incapic. I don't even know what that word is. Regardless, Habsburg jaw gives you funny looking jaw.
Do you want to play Join Us with me?
Join us?
Yeah.
The fuck is join us?
It's that game where you start a cult. I think we should get all of our friends to play it, and we should start a cult online.
I want to play Schedule One and sling drugs.
Schedule One. Why is Schedule One $20? It's got such shitty graphics. The gameplay isn't that in depth, and they want 20 fucking dollars for it.
Yeah, it's kind of in depth. I've seen yeah, 20 is maybe a little much. Maybe it should be like 15 or something. But I've seen games that are probably less in depth that are the same price.
Did you see? So, like, I knew that, like, you could do crazy stuff in Minecraft, but I didn't realize you could do it because Redstone is basically just code. It's ones and zeros. Like, that's
Yeah,
what the basis of Redstone is.
it's engineering stuff. Yeah.
It- And that, like, did you see that there's people who have made, like, full blown computers that have screens and they, like, in game, and, like, you can
I
play
don't know how much
Mario?
I don't know how much I buy those, but I have seen it. But I don't know how much I
That's
buy those
fucking
cuz
crazy.
there is like, obviously a large modding community around Minecraft.
Yeah.
So when I see a video like that, I'm skeptical if any mods were used in the making of it. And then if they were to use mods, how streamlined it was to make their process easier.
Well, that's the thing, because I feel like doing something like that, like when you watch the video, they talk about how gigantic this fucking computer is, and it's like, then how are you done? How
Well,
did you just do it nothing but that?
creative mode.
I get, well, yeah, even that, but just like the amount of time that it would have taken to lay the bricks, brick by brick,
Dude,
and sandstone or in
don't
redstone by redstone.
don't doubt the autistic Minecrafters, bro.
I will say,
There's
like when I was young and first found Minecraft on Xbox, I spent hours building shit on Minecraft. Like I had a full fucking like scale
same.
jail with a yard and shit like that.
Never touched redstone though.
I started using redstone as like I used to use it to make like launchers and shit like that, or like drawbridges, but nothing that complex.
Yeah. No, it is pretty cool. And I hope that those videos are legit because if so, the Minecraft is a pretty impressive game. I mean, it's impressive already, I suppose, but
I'll go back and I'll play Minecraft every once in a while. What the fuck? Why are you?
I have a quiz for you.
Oh shit. Oh god. Where did you find this?
I just searched it and it came up. Uh, to be fair, I probably have like no idea who any of these people are also, but you're definitely going to be more in the dark. So this is going to be a very authentic test. Brian's going to be taking the hottest anime girls tournament style test. There's only like 8 rounds or whatever, so it'll be quick. But our first matchup is going to be Boa Hancock from One Piece versus Esdeath from Akame ga Kill.
I don't watch any anime, so I have no idea who either of these
I don't
people are, but I guess that doesn't matter. I just
I
feel
don't
weird rating
know.
anime
that's why
characters.
that's why I that's why I picked this cuz I knew you would hate it.
Uh Boa Hancock.
Boa Hancock. All right, Boa Hancock's winner of episode. Oh my goodness. Holy shit. Step or bracket 2, Your Forger from Spy X Family and Aphrodite from Records of Ragnarok.
Aphrodite.
Any specific reason?
Pretty obvious.
Oh my lord. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to put this on the video. Rias Grimory from High School DxD or Albedo from Overlord.
Albedo.
You know what? I probably would have went with Albedo as well. Yurichi Shihaun from Bleach or Makima from Chainsaw Man.
It's a I'm gonna go with the Yorichi Shinhauen.
Shinhauen. Okay. You're gonna piss a lot of people off. I don't know. I don't know anything about this anime, but I know they love this Makima chick. Uh, Himeno from Chainsaw Man, another Chainsaw Man, or Tsunade from Naruto.
Tsunade.
Tsunade. Brian likes big tits and blondes. We're figuring that out. Uh, Mikasa Ackerman from Attack on Titan or Fubuki from One Punch Man.
Well, the one on the right looks more like a girl, so I'm gonna say Fabuki.
Fair enough. Uh, Lolly or Lolly? Which which Lolly?
They're the same person?
No. Uh, Alia Kujoy from Alia Sometimes Hides Her Feelings in Russian. What is that title? What is the title of
No
this anime?
idea.
Marin Kitagawa from My Dress Up Darling.
They look the same.
They do look very similar. Pick this one.
Yeah, yeah, just go with that one.
Mai Sakurajima from Bunny Girl Senpai or Sha Hei In from Solo Leveling.
Bunny chick. More because I like the background of that picture.
Okay, so now we're getting into the ones he's already picked. He's got to decide between them to find his ultimate waifu. Boa Hancock from One Piece or Aphrodite from Record of Ragnarok?
I'm gonna go with Boa Hancock. She looks richer.
Oh, good choice. Aphrodite's a literal god. I already picked it. It's too late, but Aphrodite's a literal god. Albedo from Overlord.
Albedo.
Good choice. Tsunade from Naruto or Fubuki from One Punch Man?
Tsunade.
Blonde with big tits wins again. Marin or Mai?
Marin.
Boa Hancock or Albedo?
I think Albedo.
Oh shit, the rich chick gets outdone by the demon chick. Tsunade or Marin?
Marin.
Albedo or Marin?
Beto.
Albedo wins. Hot anime succubus demon mommy is Bryan's ultimate waifu. Congratulations, Bryan. You have a new wife.
Ta-da!
You looked extremely uncomfortable through that entire thing, and it was very fun for me. It was very fun for me. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Sending you that picture in case you need it for later.
What picture? Oh.
Of your new wife. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't think Bryan's ever watched an anime in his entire life.
I think the closest thing I've come to watching anime is like Avatar.
You watch
And I don't even
Pokemon?
know if that. Not really.
Not really?
Not even like
okay.
as a kid. Not really.
Okay. Then Avatar would probably be your closest, yeah. Pokemon would have been closer, but if you didn't watch it, then.
Even when I was a kid, like it's they're not bad. I just didn't like the storytelling of anime where everything was like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, very, very, campy would be the word I
Yeah.
would use. Very campy.
And also I'm a fucking idiot, so I don't like reading subtitles, which you have to do with a lot of anime. So yeah.
I don't. I don't really. I've never really watched a bunch of anime, but I have watched some, but I don't watch them if I have to read subtitles. Fuck all that.
I've been told that One Piece is really good.
Yeah, by our mutual friend.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, One Piece. One Piece. I'm sure it's good. Do you understand how long One Piece is?
Very long.
It would take you like 4 months of consecutive, nonstop, no sleeping or anything watching to catch up.
See,
It's
that would
insane.
like I might watch One Piece, but for the fact that I would have to take that
Yeah.
long to just catch up to all like to current events is like okay, maybe I won't watch One Piece.
Yeah, when I was watching anime the most, that was the only reason I never like watched One Piece, is because I'm like I don't want to commit like every moment of my free time to catch up on the show, and then still that's gonna take me like 7, 8 months, if not longer, and then I'm gonna be like behind on the recent stuff at that point. Yeah, it's just way too much. It's just way too much.
I'm gonna be 7 months behind on the recent stuff.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, One Piece is insane. It's the General Hospital of anime.
Yeah.
That's what I always compare it to. General Hospital, which I can't believe people watch. Have you ever seen an episode of General Hospital?
I've
Dude,
never seen an episode of General Hospital.
it's actually like if you are with friends and like getting drunk or high and just hanging out, put on an episode of General Hospital because it's the worst show ever. It's entertaining because it's so bad. Like, you know the jokes that like a TV show or like a movie will make about like, oh, she left me for the disabled tennis instructor's brother's dog trainer, you know? Like they'll make a convoluted joke. That actually happens in General Hospital. She actually leaves the guy for her tennis instructor's disabled brother's dog trainer. And the acting's so bad. It's so funny.
So bad.
It's so funny. I've only ever watched it one time when I was at some guy's house and his mom was watching it, and we were just like waiting around for him, like while like he was getting ready or something. We were just like standing around the living room, and it was on, and I was stoned, but his mom like couldn't know that I was stoned, and I was trying to hold back my laughter so hard
Dude,
because
it, have you ever watched like there's a show and it's got some like well-known actors in it, but also some new actors, whatever the case is. And it's if it's new, most of the time, especially a sitcom, maybe uh not all TV, but a lot of the times with a sitcom, the first season of one of them, even if it's got good actors, the fucking acting is terrible. I don't know what it is, but it's like the actors don't mesh or something, but it's like every sitcom that I've ever watched that has turned out to be like a sitcom that everybody loves. The acting for the first season really isn't that
yeah.
great. You're like, okay, I see why it was a big thing that you guys got after season one, got bought out again after season one. But
Uh, yeah, I never watched a bunch of sitcoms. I mean, the only sitcoms I've ever watched was Modern Family and That 70s Show. Those are the only two I ever watched.
did you? I was completely like I didn't like The Office and I never watched it, but I know a lot of people who do like it, and there's been some clips that I've seen that I've thought were pretty funny. Have you ever seen
I've seen some of The Office.
um the exercise ball clip from The Office where he's like bouncing on an exercise ball? The dude, I can't, the dude with the glasses, and somebody else walks up and fucking
Dwight.
stabs it with a yeah, Dwight. He's on a or on a exercise ball, and somebody walks up and stabs it with a fucking pair of scissors.
No, I have not.
So
I'm
in the episode, I guess they had done like a bunch of that scene, like a bunch of different takes of it, and every other scene or every other take when he stabs the ball, it slowly deflates and you just see his face slowly pan out of picture, right? And that was kind of
mm-hmm.
like what they were looking for in the shot. Well, in the last with the last ball that they had and in the last take, he walks over there and he stabs it with the thing and the exercise ball explodes and he just hits the fucking ground. Like wham wham just, and that's the shot that they used, but it's them talking about the behind the scenes of it. He's like, if you watch, I jump out of scene because I can't hold in my laughter. And when you watch the scene, you can kind of see everybody's confused as to what happens and is like trying not to laugh. But I never got behind. I was never like one of those
I
people
just
who was like,
watched
oh
it.
yeah, The Office. But I think I may watch it now after years and years of people telling me that I should.
I've seen a couple of I've seen a handful of episodes. I watched it for like a day or two or something, or like 3 days or something. And it was entertaining enough.
I feel like it's one of those shows that you just kind of throw on while you're not doing anything, but you're not gonna generally pay attention to the TV itself if you're gonna like do dishes or like scroll marketplace or something.
Yeah. What about your favorite TV show ever?
My favorite TV show ever.
Yes.
Um, I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah, I don't know. My favorite TV show ever. I've got like in the problem is I've got a lot of different shows that I like that are in different categories. Like right now I'm rewatching Friday Night Lights, which I don't, for some reason I really like that show and it's a really good show. But I wouldn't classify that in the same thing as The Ranch because before Danny Masterson's whole thing, even after he left and wasn't a part of the show anymore, it was still pretty funny. Um, but I don't know my favorite TV show. What do you got? What's your favorite TV show?
Um, hmm. I didn't think that far ahead. My favorite TV show. I mean, I get what you're saying with it having like different categories and being hard to compare categories. Um, hmm. I really liked. This is gonna sound like a meme answer, but I really liked the earlier seasons of Rick and Morty. I don't think that's my favorite TV show though. Uh,
I really don't even watch that much adult animation shows anymore. Like I'll catch the Family Guy when it comes out or The Simpsons every once in a while, or I'll go back and like watch a couple of episodes if I'm just throwing something on, but I don't watch it like I used to.
I see. This is just the favorite TV show is really hard for me because I don't really like TV that much. Like television shows, I don't really watch television shows, especially now. Back in the day, I used to watch them a bit more, but I can't remember the last TV show that I like watched. Oh, you know what? The last one that I watched and I thought it was pretty good, Peacemaker
I never saw that.
with John Cena. It's a
Never saw it.
DC superhero show. It's pretty entertaining. It's pretty good. It only had 2 seasons, but it was fun. I liked it. Are you a DC or
My
Marvel guy?
I don't really care.
You don't really care. You have to pick a side.
I don't really care.
You can't be a line walker. No, fence sitter. That's the word. You can't be a fence sitter.
No, 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 no. I just went around the fence because I don't.
What?
Um, what were we talking about? No, I am not. Can we shut that off?
Can you hear that? Why can you hear that?
Yeah, it's so loud.
Why can you hear that? Wait, hold on.
I don't know. It's so fucking loud though. Shut it off. Shut it the
uh,
fuck off.
I wonder why you could hear that. That's funny. All right,
Shut it
let's stop.
off.
Wait, okay, I actually don't have anything playing anymore.
What the
There's nothing.
fuck?
I, there's nothing playing. I have no audio coming out of my computer.
it's it's
What? What?
somehow it was the video that you sent me of the deer calling. And it's just blaring in my fucking ears.
Oh, damn it.
He's
I
like,
thought
I'm
you were
not.
hearing my screen.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for yelling. I thought you were fucking with me.
Jeez. Jeez. Jump down my throat,
Um,
why don't you?
no, I'm not on a metaphorical fence because I went around the fence because I don't give enough of a fuck.
Okay. Fine. Just trying to make
I just
conversation with my friend.
I never really got into the whole superhero thing.
Well, that's good. Because superheroes are pretty lame. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Sorry. I mean, I like some of the movies, but people who are like super into it, come on, bro. Come on. Come on, man. You're like 35 with a mortgage. Come on, bro.
With a mortgage.
When like full grown adults with mortgages and kids are like calling off work because the new Marvel movie dropped. I don't know, man.
He said, I don't
I
know,
don't
man.
know.
You know, some people just like what they like.
There's nothing wrong with that, but like, I like video games, but I don't call off work to go play a video game on the first day that it comes out. I
That's
don't
fair.
I don't do that. That's kind of what I'm saying.
I can go see it in theaters another day. I never really understood like the premiere, seeing the movies the first day they come out, because what's the difference if you see it the first day that it came out or the 37th day that it's in theaters?
I
Other than to
would
say you were the first one to see it.
I would agree with you in general, but I do think that um like nowadays if you really are invested in something, it's hard to not get spoiled on it.
That's fair.
That's the only argument I can see for like needing to see something when it comes out, cuz like I don't watch TV but my wife does, and she's always like gotta watch the episode the night it comes out because if not she'll see a spoiler or something. So,
Yeah.
I guess that yeah, getting spoiled would suck, but whatever. It's very whatever episode, you know. We're just
And whatever. We're just
two
bullshitting.
two laid back guys, just nothing to talk about. World's our oyster, Brian.
World is our oyster.
What's your favorite Star Wars movie?
I don't really care about Star Wars either.
What's your favorite what's another franchise? Uh we did superheroes, we did Star Wars. What else is there? I'm not gonna ask Need for Speed because I already know you. Okay, fine. What's your favorite Need for Speed? Tokyo Drift.
That's not. You mean Fast and Furious?
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. Need for Speed's the video game.
Uh, Probably the first one or the second one.
Okay, I liked Tokyo Drift. That's my favorite.
Tokyo Drift's a good one. I like Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, I don't think I watched any of them after that. I don't think so.
Tokyo Drift's like the last one that was like about racing cars, and then the fourth one was when they were like robbing or maybe the fourth one was when they were like driving for the cartel. It was a little less actiony, but still like real action packed.
What's your favorite?
What's your favorite candy?
What's your favorite sport?
Hockey.
Who's your favorite hockey player? Wait,
I don't really have one.
Who's your favorite team?
The Chicago Blackhawks.
Who's your favorite player on the Chicago Blackhawks?
I don't really have one.
What's your favorite fast food restaurant?
Chipotle.
Chipotle, really?
Mm-hmm.
It's a good
Yeah, I
pick. I'm
like
just
Chipotle.
didn't expect it for some
Would you
reason.
consider that fast food?
Yeah, that would count. Sure. They have
What's
drive-throughs,
your?
so
Do they really?
yeah.
No, I've just never seen a Chipotle with a drive-through. I wish I had.
I think you have
You
to.
ever
I
seen
think
a liquor store with a drive-through?
yeah, there's one near
We got a
me.
lot of those.
Yeah, there's one near me. It's the first one I ever seen when I moved here. But yeah, there's one near me.
It's, this is just me, but I feel like a liquor store with a drive-through is kind of condoning drinking and driving.
I don't know about condoning, but definitely making it easier to do so for sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, picked up liquor from the drive-through one time, and the guy like it felt like he was judging me. Maybe I was just paranoid because it was weird picking up liquor in a drive-through, but it felt like he was judging me. It was also like nine
Dude,
o'clock at night
I
on like
went
a
to the gas station
Wednesday.
the other day and I got a Ghost energy drink and then like a piece of like a breakfast burrito.
Hmm.
And the lady put the energy drink in a brown plastic bag like it was a 40-ounce fucking beer. And I genuinely think that she thought that I was buying a beer or an alcoholic beverage and a breakfast burrito at 9:30 in the morning.
That's sick. That's badass.
So what did I do? I fucking pushed it to the top and I proceeded to drink that energy drink out of a brown paper
Fuck
bag.
yeah, you did. Fuck yeah, you did. You should have walked into work that way.
I did.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's awesome. They're like, Brian, what's in that bag? The Ghost energy drink, bro.
Yeah, I was really confused as to why she put it. And it wasn't like she put the burrito in the bag with it. She just put the thing, like the
I've
Ghost in a brown paper bag.
they didn't put it in a paper bag, but they asked for my ID one time when I bought a Liquid Death.
Really?
Yeah, I went to buy a
Hmm.
Liquid Death one time. This was like pretty when they were pretty new, and they asked for my ID. I was like, my ID is like for this, and they're like, yeah. I was like, it's water. They're like, it is. And then they like looked at it and they're like, oh, it is. All right, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that reminded me of another time, and I think this was total like bullshit. Maybe not, but I was up in
I think I know
Wisconsin
what you're
one
gonna
time.
say.
Yeah, I was up in Wisconsin one time. Um, I was young. I was probably 15, maybe 16. And I'm at the gas station, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get a monster. And I can't remember who I was with, but they were also gonna get a monster. And we go to the checkout, and we put the monsters on the table, and the lady asked for our ID. And we're fucking kids. We're clearly kids. Like I didn't look like I was older or anything. And she's like, asked for ID. I'm like, we don't have one. What do you mean? She's like, oh well, you need an ID for me to sell these to you. And I think she was completely full of shit and just didn't want to sell me a fucking monster.
Maybe she thought that they were alcoholic. Like, I don't, but
It was
still,
like
that's fucking crazy.
it was just like the standard monster can. Like everyone knows what a fucking monster looks like. I would think.
Hmm. Dude, I went to when I was like 10, I used to ride my bike up to the gas station and buy Red Bulls and shit. I
Yeah.
never heard of that. That's
Yeah, no,
wild.
I had bought an energy drinks many times before that. But this was a gas station I'd never been to in a state that I don't didn't frequent that much at the time, and they refused me. I was
Hmm.
disappointed.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of bullshit.
Definitely like thinking about it, there's no way it wasn't like a law. She just didn't want to sell me a fucking energy drink. It's bullshit.
uh, I lived in Wisconsin for a little while, and the state that I had previously lived in, uh, had changed the law from 18 to buy vapes and cigarettes and stuff to 21.
Yeah.
And I went back and I hadn't like I ran out of vape juice or something and I went to like four different vape shops to try and get vape juice and nowhere would sell it to me because you had to be 21 now instead of 18. And I was like, "Look, I literally live 2 hours across the border of this fucking state, and you guys will sell me, and I can get sold vape juice. I literally lived here where I was buying cigarettes when I was 18 years old, and I can't buy
Yep.
vape juice right now. This is fucking ridiculous. Just sell me the fucking vape juice. You guys got me addicted. Where is my grandfathered inness,
Yeah.
motherfuckers?
Um, that happened to me. I was in Chicago. I was staying at a hotel. Um, this was the night before they changed the law to 21. I think I was 19 maybe. Um, and I went down to the I went down to the gas station. I walked down there in the city, and I picked up. I think I picked up Swishers. Yeah, it was for weed. Big deal. Um, I picked up some Swishers from that gas station, and then the very next day, I went to go buy a pack of cigarettes, and the same cashier wouldn't fucking sell me cigarettes. It was this fucking same guy, same fucking gas station, the very next day, and he wouldn't sell me cigarettes. I was pissed.
Pissed.
I was pissed.
Yeah.
It was bullshit.
Mm. Dude, I remember when we used to go down to the city for like the St. Patrick's Day parade and shit. And they would put signs on the doors that you couldn't no bathroom unless you buy something, like unless you're a customer. And you'd be walking away from the thing, and you'd have to piss so bad, and every place that you would go past would have like a line in it of people trying to buy shit so that they can use the fucking bathrooms. It was so bad.
Well, I mean, in fucking Europe, they have like you gotta like pay to use a bathroom, like a public bathroom.
I think I would pay like if I knew I was gonna go into a public bathroom that was gonna be like nice, like you know what I mean. I would probably pay
There better be an
a couple
attendant.
bucks to go into the bathroom.
If there's an
Yeah.
attendant, sure. If there's no attendant, I'm not paying. But if there's a guy who's gonna like dry my hands and give me a mint, yeah, I'll give you a couple bucks. Sure.
I don't think I've ever been to a nice enough establishment where they have a fucking door or like a bathroom attendant.
I've been one time. I think it was for a wedding. I think it was for a wedding. One time there was a bathroom attendant, and
Do you
they didn't
think the
do
bathroom
shit.
attendant at weddings just they see a bunch of people walk into the bathroom, somebody goes in the stall, and then all night they just hear
Probably, probably. Um, This is where I thought you were going with that. That there wasn't a bathroom attendant like at that venue. It was just some like guy who noticed the wedding and was like, maybe I can make a couple bucks in tips if I pretend to be the bathroom attendant. And he just sneaks in the bathroom and pretends to be the attendant. Um,
That's some
he didn't
that's some
do
shit that I could see
he
happening.
he didn't do jack shit when I was in that bathroom. Like he just like sat on a chair in the corner and didn't even like say hi. He just kind of sat there, did nothing. Must have been a fucking
Hmm.
easy gig for that guy.
I feel like at like the bathroom attendant at that point, his only job is just to make sure that people aren't drunk and belligerent in the bathroom, like dying in the
Yeah,
bathroom from being
yeah,
too
that
drunk
might
or
be.
like puking all over.
Yeah, that might have been. That might have been. Or it wasn't even a bathroom attendant, and I was too young to know. It was just like some guy's grandpa who was just
Yeah,
like
just
taking a
chilling
load
there.
off. Yeah, it's just chilling.
Dude,
Yeah.
old guys will do that. They'll sit down anywhere that there's a chair. Like, just take a load of, yeah, I'm gonna sit
the
down right
the
here.
music's not as loud in the bathroom too, so they're like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
this is a good spot to sit back, relax, and not be pestered." Yeah, that's
Uh,
it. Might have been just some guy's grandpa.
oh shit. Where are we at? We around an hour here.
I think so. I think
Oh
it's good
yeah, we're around
enough.
an hour and 10.
Yeah, good enough.
Well,
Good enough.
everybody, that has been this week's episode of The Blowhole. It was kind of a slow episode, but just us kind of bullshitting and talking, not too
Mhm.
high strung, high speed.
Mhm.
We appreciate you if you're listening. Give us a follow on Instagram, TikTok, fucking X,
X,
and
formerly
all the
known
other
as Twitter.
socials that are on the little page after we disappear.
Yep.
Thanks again for joining us. We'll see you again next week. Bye. Shut it off.